Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to Sir Firdaus. As for this video presentation, I have chosen the title The Epidemic of COVID-19. So please enjoy my video. This is the virus SARS-CoV-2. Its name stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, Coronavirus 2. You may have heard it just called coronavirus or COVID-19. Coronaviruses are actually a family of viruses that include SARS-CoV-2, while COVID-19 is the name of disease caused by it. Coronavirus does infect humans and other animals. In humans, they cause the common cough, in some cases more serious respiratory diseases. It started in a seafood market in China and spreading all across the world. Here is what we know about the new coronavirus that freaking out all medical experts and governments. But in less than a week, cases have already been reported in at least 18 countries, including South Korea, Japan, Singapore, France, Germany, Canada, and the US. All coronavirus, including SARS-CoV-2, have a genome made up of single strain of RNA, which is surrounded by membrane made up of lipid and protein. This membrane called an envelope. Coronavirus is a name that looks like a crown of protein spikes that stick out of the envelope. Coronavirus enter the body mainly through mouth or the nose. The virus tend to get inside the human cell. The protein spikes the virus's envelope and attach to the specific protein on the surface of the cell. This causes the virus's membrane to fuses to the cell's membrane, releasing the new virus's RNA genome into the cells. The cell ribosomes translate the virus's RNA into protein, including viral RNA polymerase. The RNA polymerase transcribes the virus's RNA, making more RNA copies that later translated into proteins. It also makes more copies of virus's viral genome, the new viral genome, and protein combines to make a new virus that is packaged into an envelope formed from the cell membranes. Newly formed viruses will travel to the cell surface and release outside the body. The viruses can infect other cells or can be transmitted through droplets of different sizes. This can happen even if the person doesn't feel sick or have any symptoms. Fever and cough are usually a sign of immune system of the infection. The production of new viruses continues until the body immune is able to eliminate the infections. There are several everyday precautions that you can take to help avoid the infections. So currently, the best thing you can do is to avoid exposure to the virus and other infections. This means staying at home as much as possible. Do limiting contact with those outside of your households, and avoid non-essential errands, visits, and travels. When you do have to leave your home, please practice social distancing by keeping at least 6 feet away from others. You should also avoid touching your face. Do carry a small bottle of small hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% of alcohol in your car or your bag. Use this until you can properly wash your hand using soap and water for at least 20 seconds. When you return home, please wash your hand as soon as possible. I also recommend washing your hands during this key time. Regular cleaning and disinfecting and frequently touch objects and surfaces can help to prevent coronavirus and other contagious illnesses. If you are wearing a reusable face covering, so be sure to wash for each use. Disposable face masks should not be reused. If the symptoms are getting worse, you should contact your doctor and follow their care instructions until you are fully recovered. Remember that everyone reacts differently in this stressful situation. It is okay to make time and focus on yourself and also your well-being. Thank you.